Good morning, welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. If you found yourself here, there may be a message for your healing journey, soul's evolution, transformation, and/or simply information. So I'd like to talk about the evil ways of the narcissist and the trickery that they do, the manipulation of everybody. They're flying monkeys that they hire to gang stalk you, and they're from every profession with all credentials. It doesn't matter who, they use everybody. They manipulate, and they have maybe positions where everybody's under them that they blackmailed. They have dirt on everybody. Why? There's a lot of different ways they do it, right? They let people use their homes, their rental homes, their properties, their vehicles, and maybe they have the ability to write prescriptions for people. So they have your date of birth, so they can look it up in the medical records and get your social. Maybe they've placed the boat in your name. I know for certain, because of what I've been told or witnessed or heard, sometimes these people even use their family members. They get really expensive boats and cars and vehicles and homes, and they attach that person's social to it. They let other people use it. And why? And then why does that person go missing? I don't know. Well, they let them use it because they have insurance on them, right? And of course the item. And why is that? Because they're all about the money. Maybe they magically have a home or a rental that had some water damage. Now they have $250,000 of cash that they can do something with it. And they attach it to the renter. Maybe they said they left the water on. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Or maybe there was a magical storm one night. I don't know. Maybe they have a fire. Maybe it was arson. Maybe because it's all about insurance money. Why do you know this? Because they've tried to unalive you, your family, and maybe your animals. People you love. It's all about the money, right? And you've heard them in conversation talking to their insurance agent. Well, if the insurance policy lapsed, they have blackmail on that person too. They get it intact and they get their money. Doesn't matter what it is. Being out in a boat with somebody and their fancy boat, maybe the engine killed, pun intended. It was dark, cold, and you had to troll back. Scared shitless, right? These type of things are not just common if the same thing keeps happening. Why is that? Why do they let people buy different things with different people's social security numbers? Or do they just broker this out to a third way party payer, whatever it is? Or maybe they've taken you with and said, oh, that's my wife over there busy with my kids or our kids. Even if they weren't your kids, they have you maybe attached to things that you didn't know about. But now you know, because you've gone long enough away from this person. If you found it in your credit reports and you've been made aware, they've used your identity, and it's fraudulent all day long. And the people that maybe they had ability to write prescriptions to, maybe they've taken them themselves, or maybe they've given it to that person. Maybe that person's now really sick or not alive to tell about it. I don't know, but I'm just saying, these are things that people do. It's disgusting. Take advantage of others that are vulnerable and they think are weak and are stupid. And they've told you that you're stupid. You don't know any better. You better shut up or you won't be alive to tell about it, right? These are evil people that are in high-profile positions that want to use you, abuse you, take advantage of you, and harm you any which way they can. And they use everybody, and I mean everybody involved. And then there's people you don't know. Yep, elite groups, rings of prostitution, sex trafficking, drugs and alcohol, and other addictions. They line up all their friends, Johnny, Jameson, Hendrix, and then of course, when they are falling and failing, maybe their life is falling apart, then it's the Phillips straight up with the handle with their Hollywood cocktail. Interesting, right? Maybe they've been questioned at work for stealing pharmaceuticals from there, but they have a profile that, maybe they have a word salad that works with these people, and a profile that nobody would believe it. A story, right? Lots of stories. None of them the truth. All lies. Pinning it on somebody else that's less than able to maybe honor themselves in front of a judge, or they feel like they can because you're weak. Well, you're not weak. It's just that nobody's paying attention. The law needs to be the law, right? Justice needs to be served. These people are not worthy of being saved by the law, by their attorneys, by anybody else. The law is a law. And if you have proof and you've given it to the law and the law officials and they don't have the information or they didn't present it right way, they think you're crazy because the other person said so. Well, interesting enough, it's still there. It's still there with the court system. It's still uploaded, and they can take a look at it now and revisit that because you actually told them the truth. Justice needs to be served. And I don't care what profession and who they are and what credentials they have and how much money they have and how many lawyers they have. Why do people need so many lawyers? Has your past person told you that they have 10 lawyers for each incident in their life that they need to manage? Well, they're managing you. They're handling you. They're puppeting you because you're their prey. It's not okay. Speak up, use your voice, and yes, you'll be stalked, gang stalked, harassed, choked, and or maybe even threatened with scalpels and guns. But make sure you find somebody that believes in you, that can support you and advocate you. Why? Because you matter. Otherwise, the shit show continues. It'll continue until somebody dies, and that might be you if you don't save yourself, because it certainly isn't them, because they're still doing it. Unaware, right? They think you're unaware, but you're very aware. Bring attention. Speak your voice. It's true. You matter too, not just the shit show that's happening around you 24/7. And if the same thing happens to you, no matter where you move to try and get away from these creeps, you can look at your internet and see who's on there. Who shows up? Same people, right? Magical. They're not your neighbors. They're the gang stalkers that are harassing you, your family, stealing your life, and make your life miserable. Make sure you stand up, speak out for yourself, keep a journal, and be in the up and up. Don't fight back to them yourself. Find legal help that can support you. Trust me, I know. I hope this helps today. And so it is. Namaste.